third down. Makes the catch. At the 40, there he goes. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They were able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He's loose. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Noles!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last two drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Here's the pressure. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robles. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They opt to go for two to try to tie it up right now. He's looking to throw. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up. So a drive there of 82 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the two. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He can't haul it in incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They're working that left side. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Seminoles will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Might be looking to run. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella running to glory. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executed beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. He's got it inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down, still moving. Hits the afterburners.
love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense get...
There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Myers on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the left side. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Let's see what they do on third down. Balls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That is how you play defense. You drop back, you let him catch the football, you go attack, you don't let him break tackles. Really nice execution by the defense.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Florida State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does it great.
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there, and just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Trying the left side. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Quarterback keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Got room to work. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Extending the play. Got it in the middle. It's Robles. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. On the move at the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the ground with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Robles. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Clinton. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to pass on second down. He'll take the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this... race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take...
He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll sneak it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. They go to the ground. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets it out quickly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Still on his feet at the 40. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Steps away. Turns it loose. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it, first down and more. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down and they'll give up the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls away.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this off?
Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Back to pass, it's Clinton. Fires left. It's caught. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's a throw downfield late. And he makes the grab at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Moves away as he feels pressure. Headed to the end zone. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the other?
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. The Wolverines hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Clinton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this back.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the Heat. He wants a big play here late. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth.